So here's a video about a young lady who's talking about she took out a loan for groceries, which is crazy to me. But I want to get into it. Yes, she's a single mother, and I'm gonna touch on that a little bit. Not really, but it's one point that I want to touch on that I think that is missing from all this. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And when you do subscribe, hit the notification bell so every time I drop a video, you will be the first to know about it. Let's hit it.
I just took out a loan for basic needs and food. Like needs slash food. I have never in my life had to take out a loan for the things that my home needs. I had to make the decision of gas or food, or somehow budget it and split that and get a little bit of gas and get a little bit of food until I get paid again. I said, there's no way. I cannot do this. I need to have a little bit more for gas and I need to have enough food. So a firm has, its thing with Sam's Club. I was like, fuck it. Let's just take out a loan for our basic needs. I feel like this is not okay. This is not okay. We're
Okay, we're gonna try to miss that last word that she said. You can read it on the screen. But one, she said she's a single mom, gotta pay for groceries and gas and all the bills. So she gets go to Clarna or Aspire or whatever it is that is crazy. I'm not gonna trip, you know what I'm saying? Because I actually have used those loan apps or what have you to buy some things. I know I bought like when I bought like gifts for like my whole family, I did it. And it wasn't really that I didn't have the money. It was just like, and I think that's the problem with a lot of I don't think it's a problem with a lot of people. But with me, it was I just didn't want to pay it all up front. So I said, oh, I could just spread it out. Had the money, just spread it out for a little while so I can play with it a little while. And then when I feel like paying it off, I will. Unfortunately, like it's like this young lady's situation is, unfortunately, a lot of people are not in that situation and they have to budget. Man, I'm seeing like concert tickets, you can use that for. Now, what they say, what else I saw? Coachella concert tickets. Now, I will say, a lot of these concerts, and I think I know why they using these sites, because a lot of these concerts are expensive. I mean, you think about it. Where did I go to? Ali Sadiq. I think I was an Ali Sadiq concert and a Maxwell concert not too long ago, or within the past few months, within the past year. I say that, yeah, past few months. And you're talking $175 per ticket. That's when with all the fees and stuff like that. I think that's before the fees. Anyway, you're paying like $300 something dollars for for tickets for good seats. If you can call them good seats or what have you. And you're thinking, man, I really want to go see such and such perform. But I can't really afford to pay all that money up front. So they say Klarna and Aspire, whoever, they say, hey, well, here you go. You can spread it out over so many months with no interest. And people jump on it. The problem is they do everything like that. So you really, in the end, you still end up with no money, regardless. So now they see that, man, people ain't buying groceries. They're having problems paying their bills. So what do? They allow them to put groceries on payments, not with credit cards, because everybody can't get credit cards. Credit cards are too high. Or people got bad credit. So they say you can use our little program and get all the groceries you want, or, you can afford and spread it out. But the thing about it is, think about with groceries, it's something you got to get all the time. Your bills are not going to go away. Your groceries are not going to go away. You're going to always have to get gas to get to and from work. That stuff is not going away. So it's kind of that's a dangerous trap, because if you can't pay for groceries this month, you're not going to pay for groceries next month unless you figure out a way to make more money and spend less money and still make more money and still spend less money in the process. You understand what I'm saying? It's not going to eventually, because if you don't change one of those two things, eventually it's going to catch up to you and you're going to be in the red and you're going to have no money to buy groceries and or gas. It's just not going to happen. So, what do you have to do? One, go to school. Go to school. I make fairly decent money, like the money I make, but in the career that I have, I noticed that it's just a vicious cycle. Being around the same atmosphere, same people, same area, and things don't change. No matter where you go, there they are. And no matter where they go, there you are. So it's like, it's not like you can get away from bad seeds, bad apples, because they're all there. And when you're working in this, let's say like you're working in a nursing home, you're gonna have the same type of people, no matter what nursing home you got, even if you have a nursing degree. The people there are nurses and there are CNAs and there are kitchen staff and housekeeping staff that have bad attitudes, that come to work late, leave early. You got to talk to them about their job they're not doing. You got to talk to them about the way they dress and stuff like that. People with bad attitude, everybody just thinking don't like nobody. And like I say, don't matter. Saying it don't matter. And so you get tired of the atmosphere and then you want to change and go somewhere. And then next thing you know, you want to you go somewhere else and it's the same, it's the same issue. It's the same issue. So what you got to do? The best thing to do is go back and get your education. And it takes time. Use Clarna. Is it Aspire? I keep saying Aspire, but I don't know if that's it. But use Clarna, whoever, to maybe you can pay for education without really getting loans with high interest rate and go back to school and do it, slowly but surely, but get you a degree, get you a couple of degrees so that way you can move up in the world and make more money. That's the simplest thing. May not be easy, but it's the simplest thing to do. Number two, well, no, really number one, like I would say, we're trying to promote marry before you carry because we all got these babies out here, single mom, single dad, this and the third. And in the end, it's not conducive for you, for your life as to like getting better in life or moving up status wise. You got to have a family, and that way y'all can build together. It's enough stress, enough headaches with a family. But when I'm talking about family, I'm talking like husband and wife, mother and father raising kids. But when you try to do it by yourself, oh my gosh, it adds so much more. Or if you're trying to like sometimes even like blend families, it adds so much more stress. That's why we say, hey, scriptures tell us, you know what I'm saying? Uh be a family and raise that family and stay together. I mean, that's to me, that's the best thing to do, even though you may not like it 24/7, you find a way to like it. Because like I say, ain't nothing out there in the streets. Number three, speaking of family, you know what's missing in all of these videos, especially this one, is family. Think about it. When these ladies make these videos about how hard it is out here being a single parent, single mother, single period, and trying to pay bills, trying to take care of children, I don't hear, I don't hear, and I would like to know what their family's dynamic is when it comes to parents, grandparents, cousins. Because and why we all are so quick to separate from each other. And it's like we always talk about how we used to go to grandma's house, and when everybody went to grandma's house, they show pictures of all the cousins sleeping on the floor and on the couches, on pallets. You know what I'm saying? Just all the kids come over and boom, the whole family. I remember going to my grandmother's house and like we all be there, especially like family reunion. Everybody be there, and we be like, we got cousins and sleeping in cars, sleeping like say on in the dry, like say sleeping in grandma bed, sleeping on the floor in grandma room, sleeping in the living room, and the aunts and uncles beds. Everybody sleeping everywhere, and everybody just enjoying each other's company. But now you don't have that because mom, who will eventually soon become a grandma, is only having maybe one or two kids. And that's it. So it's like we kind of like depriving, we're being selfish. Number one, and my grandma have like 12, 13 kids, what I'm saying, to be married to the same man. Grandma, let's say grandma and grandpa have 12, 13 kids, 8 to 12, 15 kids. you know what I'm saying, living in a two-bedroom house, two-room house, whatever you want to call it. And everybody was fine. But now everybody wants to have their own house, their own room. And there's like words of family dynamic. I remember I stayed in an apartment complex one time, and I remember sitting like on the balcony or whatever, porch, and just sat there enjoying the weather. And I would see these families, and they were like foreigners. I don't know if they were like Hispanic or Cambodian or whatever, but you would see them taking food to each other in different apartments, different apartments, like in the different buildings. Let's say that in the same complex. And I'm sitting there thinking, dang, that's pretty cool because I don't think I've seen anything like that in my lifetime. Now I think maybe my parents and them probably did it because I know when my parents came to Dallas, they lived with their brothers and sisters and they helped them out, help them get on their feet until they can go out on their own. And I don't know they used to, even like when we was growing up, they would still go to each other's house and visit each other and stuff like that. And we would see each other on birthdays and holidays and things of that nature. Still go to the grandparents' house, you know, things like that. But you don't see that much no more. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's not living, even hell, even where I live at now, even the place I work at now, most of the people, like I say most of a lot of people there are all related to each other. And they all stay on the same side of town, either on the same street or down the street from each other. They are still tight knit. They may not got a whole lot of money, but they are cool. And they have family. And it seems like they enjoy each other's company and stuff like that. That's what's missing. And I don't see none of them posting videos about getting taking loans out to buy groceries. So I think that's like one of the biggest dynamics that's missing is family. I think, man, and like I said, and I say I'm retired from making babies anyway, but I do believe like we need to try to convince our kids to, you know, get married, find somebody, get married, have big families. I know it's hard to now because you really can't really afford it because hell, you got to rent. I mean, you got to get a loan on groceries. But if you can move somewhere a little further away from the city, try to have as many children as possible. If that's what, because if that's what you want to do, because a lot of time women don't want to do, they want to be in corporate world, make a lot of money, and that's just the thing. That's the thing. They think that's the lick, but it really ain't. You can teach them, have a big family, a bunch of grandbabies for you and stuff like that. Man, it will. I think it would change for the better for our society. I really do. Because as long as you have a foundation, a family foundation, the sky's the limit and everything else will fall into place. But like I say, when you only have like maybe one or two kids and you got maybe different baby mamas and different baby daddies, that destroys the dynamic and it creates a lot of chaos to the point to where you in a situation like this. But what do I know? I don't know. Say just a suggestion. Tell me what you think. Leave your comments below. Share it with the world. Let's have an intelligent conversation. You know how we do around here. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Those four things cost nothing but maybe a couple minutes out your day, but it means the world to us here. If you would like to support the channel, you can get super thanks, super chat, super stickers, and you can go to the description box. There are a couple of links there you can click on, Cash App and Zelle, and what I'm saying, to help support your boy. Now, if you would like something tangible for your dollars, which a lot of people do, you can go to marlonmorale.com. You can go to Shopify store, or you just hit that shop button below and check out all our luxury products. We got silk products, beard products. We got fragrances that last all day, and got handbags and much more. Check it out. You'll not be disappointed. And with that being said, I leave you in peace, and I'll see you on the other side.